Hi, David Paul here. Just a thought comes to mind. This here, I'm in Decathlon in Uxbridge, and if you look at the price of this, it's 139 English pounds. But we got a Decathlon in Coimbra as well in Portugal. So when I'm in Portugal, what I do is I stay in a tent, and I think I've shown it on video before. And it's a horrific looking thing. It's collapsed and rats have eaten at it and all sorts. But I was being tight and I didn't want to buy a new one. And that was the larger one that was a 3-man tent. This thing is much bigger. It's for a family. And I'm looking at it, and I wouldn't buy it here. I would go to Coimbra and I would buy it there. And so I would just take the coach straight down home from the city to Gracinas and put it up. It seems to me, for any of you guys who are watching my channel who are thinking about doing some of the things I do, like renovating houses and stuff, and boats and God knows what, and wild camping and every mortal thing I get up to, it seems to me that this is the perfect solution to a problem. The problem, these are wonderful tents and they're terrific value, but I wear them out. I use them so much. So to be fair, I overstress the things. But what I'm thinking is, if I was to put this up in the garden, on the flat terrace behind my house, over to the right, just where the car would be parked, I could have a very comfortable life living in this. And unfortunately, the sun hits there early in the morning, or fortunately really, because it gets you up out of bed. But it's going to get very hot in there suddenly, and on top of that it's going to get hammered with the sun, so it's not good for the material. So what I'm thinking is, if I could create some sort of a I don't know, like a carport out of ivy or something like that, some sort of vegetation growing over the top, and put this inside such that it's almost like having a tent indoors, and then it would last for years. And keep everything in jars to keep rats away and stuff, so there's nothing exposed. And then that's it. And I could have a very, very comfortable life in this. The key thing in living in Portugal in a tent is that you've got to be well provisioned for the night time. So you've got a smaller area to sleep in here. You've got this like living area here. I don't know what they call it. I think they call it an awning area or something. So this is like a very useful area where you can sit and eat your food and whatnot. And there'll be fly screens, I would imagine, here, because flies are a big problem in Portugal. And basically you could just retreat in there and be woken up by the sunshine in the morning and get started on the house again, and not live like a pig all the time. I put many videos up saying I was going to create a tiny house within the house and all that stuff. Honestly, it's more worth work than it's worth. This here is £139. Just cough the dosh. Go and buy the damn thing, put it up. It'll take about a half an hour to put up, and just snuggle up warm and dry and comfortable in your nice tent. As I say, at night time it's cold. It is cold at night. But if you're properly insulated in terms of like the bedding, it's got like 2 single beds in here. So that's a lot of space. A family could sleep in this thing. So you got your 2 single beds, and so long as you've got a nice sleeping bag, a 4-season sleeping bag, I would say, even though it's summertime, you're going to be comfortable. It's going to be just fine. So I'm sold on this idea, and that's it. I'm buying it. It makes me wonder, should I buy one of these or should I buy the Octagon by Coleman? But I'm going to buy one of these because I don't know, Decathlon sell really good equipment and they've never let me down yet. I've pushed their stuff to the extreme, and it's got this portionability thing, you know. You can have the place in 2 portions instead of having to have it all in one lump, which a circular structure is going to give you. I'm very, very impressed. I'm going to measure it. What does it say on the measurements? 2.4 meters the bedroom. Yeah, that's like about 7 feet long, the bedroom alone. So that's very, very impressive. Just go and have a pan to the side and then that's it. There you go. Now, having said all of this stuff about this tent, here are some others, you know. There's this one here, but it doesn't give you full standing room. More of a backpackers type of thing. Perfectly good, very high quality tent, but not for this final push on the house task that I'm doing. When I finally get myself a new woman in, this is another one of these tents, much bigger one, even bigger. She probably have a couple of kids. Well, I've got one in mind, and this is the kind of thing that they would love. But if you look at that, this is terrific. But look at the price, and also you got that air inflation technique. So that's always, all you need is one rat to come up and sharpen his teeth on it, and it's blown, literally blown. So this is not my choice. It would be that one over there. That's extremely good value. Yeah, I've never had such a luxurious tent as that. But then again, I've never owned the land that the tent stands upon. So, very soon, it's off to Portugal. So anyway, goodbye, paalam, and adios.